Well, it's still queuing up, so I'm not sure if I'm live or not. Um, oh, there I am. I think I'm live now. Uh, Hello, everyone. It's Sandra, and I'm coming to you today with the next Ask Me Anything. And today's question is about what to offer. I don't know what to offer. I don't know what service I'm supposed to, pitch out there. I don't know what to sell first. So that whole series of questions is really, what do I put out there uh, for the first time for people that don't know me yet, right? For the cold people that don't know me yet that I'm strangers to. So the first thing is that this is an issue whether you're super experienced or whether you're new online, because no matter where you are in your business, you're going to be coming up with new things frequently. So this offer issue happens to everyone and is very important to figure out. So I'm really glad that this question was asked, and I'm happy to address this here today. Before I answer the question, let me remind you that just drop in the comments or message me with what your questions are, and I'm happy to address them in future episodes of this Ask Me Anything Q&A. But anyway, let's get on to the answer to today of what to offer. So the first thing to think about is that it's not just this random thing that you figure out, right? You don't go, well, what should I offer today? So you don't want to just, come up with anything that way. You don't want to copy somebody else either, because this is your business. So don't look outside and don't just randomly pick anything. Those are the first don'ts. What you do want to do is come up with something that relates directly to what you want to offer, like what's your expertise and how that matches your audience, right? Like what are they looking for? So it's that sweet spot of the intersection of solving a problem out there. So I guess the question really is, what does your audience want, right? And you can't guess at that either. So that isn't really something that you say, I know what they need, and then therefore I'm going to go ahead and that should be my offer. You really need to figure out what they need, and it's not what you think they need, or you have to provide for them what they think they need. So it's not what they actually need. That comes later, right? When you dig deeper into their business. You actually have to think about what they think they need and deliver that as that door opener. So I know that may have sounded like super psychological or, really like loose and abstract. I get that. It will make sense if you start thinking about your audience and dig into this a little bit more deeply. So just take some notes to try to think about what they think they need. So the way you're going to figure that out is by asking people and by testing things. So bear with me a little bit, and I think it will become clear as I dig into this a little bit more. You are solving a problem. That's what people are paying for. They're paying for an answer to their problem. So you need to identify what that problem is as it relates to the things that you best do, right? What you're providing. You take them from one place to another place, and it's in different stages, right? It's not steps like fully up, 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 right? Because you're not building and necessarily a building, but you are taking them from one place to another place. So you take them from point A to maybe a small point B, another point B, and then another point. So it's stages of growth. Let me give you an example to give this tangible that has, probably everybody can relate to, is even just like hanging a picture, right? You need to hang a picture. So if you're going to hang something on your wall, you need a hole, right, to put your the hanger thing in order to get the picture up, right? So your first problem that you need to solve is you need a hole. And so that would be the first step. So although you want to hang a picture down the road, your first step is that you need a hole. In order to get the hole, you need to have the tools. So do you have the tools in order to make the hole? So maybe your first offer would be the tools that are needed in order to make the hole to later hang the picture. See how this goes? And then maybe your next step, right? The first B, or the first step from A to B, the next stage would be instructions on how to actually do this. How high, how to make sure it's level, how to make sure how deep the hole needs to be for your hanger, what kind of hangers to use. All those instructions might be that next, might be your offer, right? That might be the thing that you sell. And then your next stage of what you would sell as your offer might be something like, well, if you got stuck at this step, this is the hand holding that you need. So it might be, video hand holding, or it might be a call with you in order to explain how to be able to hang this picture the best. So I know this example might be kind of silly, right? Because we're not really doing this, but I tried to pick something that was so general and so obvious that you could now see how you're solving the little problems along the way in order to move people to the final stage, which is I have this picture in my hand and I need to get it up on that wall. What are the actual stages that I need to go through? Now, I caution you because some people will train on this as a ladder. And it's like a progression of things. And it's not necessarily that, it's more stages. Because you may have clients or customers that might come in more advanced, and then they might go to a different stage. So I don't want you to think about it as this ladder. It's kind of misleading. But stages is a really great way to think about it. Some people also call it an offer stack. But again, that kind of gives levels, and I want to kind of keep you away from levels and make it more a journey, right? A customer journey with you, starting wherever they are, solving what problems they need, and bringing that forward. And this kind of thinking works even if you're doing e-commerce, because you're still selling them something, and then what do you sell afterwards? It works even if you're selling, small commodity types of services, because you still need to sell them something next, or you need to sell them something consistently, right? Not just that one time. So this thinking still works. So I hope you see that the question about, this being, what is my offer, is actually a mindset issue for you to get yourself in the right mindset to be able to solve this question yourself. Does that make sense? I hope so. And, all of this offer thing that we're talking about, if it's e-commerce, obviously it's an initial entry product that you're doing, like a minimum product. Or, if it's a service, it might be a digital product like a lead magnet, right? That you've heard that. So it might be a lead magnet, which can be free, or it could be, a payment at the beginning. That doesn't necessarily matter, and that's not what we're talking about. We're really talking about what would solve that first problem. You need something of value that you're delivering at that initial stage to somebody that does not know you at all in order to start to begin to do some business with you. So I think that covers enough for what we're talking about today here in this Ask Me Anything. I hope this gives you a bit of a thought and some notes for you to think about how to be able to do this with your audience, whether you have a big audience or not. This still works. And you do need to be able to test this out with people. So you can test them out with the people that you already have if you have an audience, or you can just start asking in general people, that you want to become your audience if you're not there yet. But you have to test out your offers, and you also need to keep tweaking them, right? They're never done. So you have to keep tweaking, testing, tweaking, and figure it out over time and make some changes. So I hope that gives you enough again for this video. And if you need some additional help, you want some hand holding, or you want to run past somebody else what you think your offer needs to be, just reach out to me. Schedule an action plan call with me. The links are always available to you through either here, or you can message me for them, or you can go to the website for scheduling that call and sending me some information about your business. I would very much like to know more specifically about what you're up to and be able to help you directly. But I hope that today's Ask Me Anything at least gave you enough for some homework and to give you some places to go in the right direction. So have a great day, and talk to you next time. And drop your questions down below for the next video if you have some more questions. Thanks so much. Have a great day.